I'm live, and let's just continue what we were doing yesterday. That is Advent of Code, um, 2015, and yesterday we were unable to complete day 9, but now we will just still move on to day 10, and let's see how this is. And if you are interested in geopolitics, then you might have watched the interview between Zelensky and Trump in the Oval Office, and that was literally crazy. It happened on 28th March 2025, and that was just a fucking crazy interview between two presidents. JD Vance was there, and fucking hell. Well, okay, come back to this. Today, the elves are playing a game called Look and Say. They take turns making sequences by reading aloud the previous sequence and using that reading as the next sequence. For example, 212 is read as 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2 once, which becomes 1, 2, 2 once. And right, look and say sequences are generated iteratively using the previous value as an input for the next step. For each step, take the previous value and replace each run of digits like 111 with 31 with the number of digits 3 followed by the digit itself, right? So 1 becomes 1 1, 1 1 becomes 2 1, 2 1 becomes 1 2, and 1 1, 1 2 1 1 becomes 1 1, and 1 2 and 2 1, right? This and this becomes 3 1 and 1 3 1 and 2 2 twos and 1 1. Right, starting with the digits in your puzzle input, apply this process 40 times. What is the length of the result? What is the length of the result? That is crazy. Advent of code, git status, okay, git add this, git commit message, try to do day 9 and make their day 10 cd day 10 and n part1.c, right? Include stdio and main, of course, and I will make this a global jar pointer um ini initial equals this. That is the initial thing. Yep, that is the initial thing. Now I don't have to read any file or anything like that. I just have to perform this, right? Your puzzle input is this. So I have to make a function which takes in a string like that and works with that, right? Okay, and it will return a string, right? Right, okay. It will return a string. Okay. So it will return a char pointer. It will be named um iterate, iterate or like look and say, look and that doesn't look beautiful. Look and say it will take in a char pointer s, right? And inside it will char pointer will be null terminated for, so for int I equals 0, I less than uh, si isn't equal to null, do I plus plus, and do I need to find the length? I will malloc another string which I will return as the output, or I can realloc. Yeah, that would be cool. Yes, I can realloc a new string. But of course, I will have to first malloc something. And yeah, so yeah. If I'm mallocing, when will I free it? So I expect the input string to be on the heap, right? So that I can mal realloc that itself. Now for the function itself, let me first of all get the length of the thing. Uh, yeah. Um, int I starts at 0. I will become equal to the length of the string. Now, how much do I want to malloc? Char pointer return string equals uh, char pointer malloc, and the size is I into 2. No, not double. How much size can it take? What if all of them are different? Then the maximum size is by 2, which will be a pretty long string to be sure. But I can, yeah, this is going to be the maximum size, but I can then free and free the remaining bits and use only the ones that I want, that I need to work with. Now, I would like to go for int j equals 0, j less than I, j, j plus plus, right? In this, what do I do? I will store a char, current, right? A current character. Now, which will start at, initially it will be equal to s0, maybe. The first character, it will be equal to the first character. And should I start executing from the first character? I guess I should start from number 1, the second character, that is. And I will check, compare it, and yep, also a count. Int current count equals 1, right? Why 1? Because that is cool. 1 is because I started at current 0 and I am starting at the second character, right? Now, if sj equal current, if it is equal to current, then just do, I guess, current count plus plus. But if it is not equal to that, then I will have to do some things else. Yeah, and I would also like to store the index, store index for the return string, and keep storing in the return. Shit. Shit. My mouse and keyboard got disconnected, and nope, nope, not working. Uh, Yep, it is working. Yeah, wait, is it? Yep, it is. Now I got the index right, and fucking hell, it stopped working. By the way, the Oval interview thing was fucking great television, like Trump himself said. Right. Else, that is, the character that I currently am is not equal to the current character. Current current number. Right. So what will I do is I will do uh, return string bracket index plus plus equals 0 plus current count first of all, and the second thing will be index plus plus equal to the current character, current, right? And then current will be equal to as j, which is the now, and current count will be equal to 1. And at the end, I will do return a string index index plus plus equals, what does it equal to? It equals it equals null, of course, yes, null. And then return a string, but before that, free the address from return string index. If you understand it, it just works, right? And I would like to call this function 40 times, right? Let me try to call this like a couple of times with 1 for int I equals 5, I for int I equals 0, 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. What do I want? I want to do printf. Nope, not directly that. Char pointer um, um, char pointer num equals 1. It will start at 1, and I'll do num equals load. Let me declare it above like that, and load and say, and what do I give in? I give in num, and then printf %s new line num, load and say incompatible integer to pointer conversion, integer to pointer. This is a char pointer, and this returns a char, right? Char point. Ow. Nope, 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 nope. That is absolutely correct. Yep, that is a char pointer. This, yep, this is a char pointer. And why does this thing return load and say? This thing returns a char pointer, load and say, and why is this returning an integer here? It should not be returning an integer. Why is it returning an integer? Huh. Wait. Num equals load. Oh, it is LOOD. My bad. LOAD. Load, remove that. And here do it. LOAD. Right. Print F. Num equals load and say for num. Right. Oh, because there was a spelling mistake, maybe I was referring to some other load and say function, which is maybe in some of the library. Right, let's see how that works. Clang part1 dot c send the output to dot slash out to out. And yep, being pointer free was not located. Okay, so I cannot free like that from a given address. Uh, uh-huh, uh-huh. That makes sense, I guess. Okay, then should I not free it? Okay, let me also malloc this char pointer num equals char pointer malloc 10 and then num bracket 0 equals 1 and num bracket 1 equals no, right. And here before returning I will say free s clang part1 and yeah, that is fucking disastrous. 1. All right. Okay, if I start at 1, then uh, yeah, yeah, I will not return anything from this. Right. Well, if I equal 1, that is a special case. If I is equal to 1, then return star 0 becomes equal to 1 and return star 1 becomes equal to 0 plus current, right? And yeah, else I go into this for loop. Else I go into this for loop and wait, yeah, my bad. I should use index here instead of providing in hard code numbers. And yeah, seems like it should work now. I get 1a 1 and other stuff. Why the heck do I even get 1a? Let's see. 0 plus current. Current is 1. Current is 1. Yeah, current. Ah, shit. Current, I do not have to add 0 to it because it is already a character. Right, that 1 is good. Now the problem is with this when I is not equal to 1. In that case, I start from j equals the 1 and go up till, yeah, I guess that is the only time, right? Yep. Okay, yeah, I have to write a case for the end. Yep, for the end, after I am out of the loop, then I will do return string index plus plus equals current. Yep, the count comes before and return string index plus plus equals current. Right, that should work. I suppose that does not work. Okay, why is that? Right. So when the input is 1 1, J1 here Sj equals current. Therefore, I just increase current count, which should be at this point equal to 2 because it starts at 1 here. Right, so it should be 2, and yeah. And in the next iteration, the loop exits when j becomes equal to 2, and then I do return index current count, which should be 2, and yep, with current count I have to, yeah, with current count I have to add 0 because it is a integer, plus 0 because it's an integer plus 0. Yeah, wait, no, nope, not here. Seems like that should work. In the fifth iteration, it is 3 1 2 2 1 1, which is 3 1 2 2 1 1. Yep. So now we're gonna go with this part1.c. Initial is this, right? And right. Let me do char pointer and num equals char pointer malloc. How much space do I need? Let's say I won't need 20, but let's just say now for int I equals 0, I less than no initial I is not equal to null. I can do I plus plus and num bracket I equals initial bracket I, and at the end, yes, one more thing I would like to do. I would like to do make I a variable so that I have I at the end, and I'll do num bracket I equals max new. Let's see the output when I int, or maybe make this a global definition. Define runs equal to 40. That is how many times I want to run this. Runs 40. Clang dot slash out, and the answer is this. Okay, that is something I do not want to print. I will just print the end, the last string. Yeah, last string is big, fucking big. Let me get its length. How do I get the length? For int I equals 0. Wait, I have declared I quite a bit of times. Yep, I equals 0. I less than, not I less than, but num I is not equal to backslash null I plus plus. What do I want? I want to do, yeah, just that. And at the end, replace this with this and print I, and call this. Seems to be raining. It seems to be raining. Raining cats and dogs, and the fucking stream is stuck. Shit. That is just retard behavior. Stream stuck. I can fix that. I don't know why it gets stuck. Maybe it is with OBS, or I don't know. Shit, I deleted it again. Fuck, you know. Screen capture, yep. Yep. Put this okay. I did not delete it. I put it inside. Okay, that is of course retard behavior. And nope. Bring it out. Ah shit. Yep, it's right there. And yep. Now you guys can actually see what the fuck I'm trying to do. Right. Yeah, here I will now print the length of my answer. Clang dot slash out, and it turns out to be this 252594. Let's see. 252594. Wrong, wrong. That is correct. Now let's go to part two, which is neat, right? You might also enjoy hearing John Conway talking about the sequence that's Conway of Conway's Game of Life fame. Now, starting again with the digits in your puzzle input, apply this process 50 times. What is the length of the new result? Ah, shit, I guess this is going to mess up. No, this is going to remain same. 50 times. It will depend on the optimization, but I don't seem to have. Oh, oh, maybe my result was optimized to begin with. 3579328. 3579328. 3579328. 3579328. And wrong. Fucking hell. Return to your advent calendar. Okay, we did that. Should we go back and see what the fuck was wrong with day 9 code? I guess, yeah. I did day 10 in like how much time? Stream has been going on for 27 minutes. Yep, 25 minutes in about. I did this, which is cool. Now, git add, git commit message, what completed day 10, and git push. Go to day 9 to part 1. This code was long. So, uh, for day 10, I did maybe I guess I got the answer in the I did not had to optimize because my first approach was already as much optimized as it could be. Maybe it could have been like more optimized if I did some crazy mathematical thing or something. But I guess question, no, the main problem which people would have faced if trying to do this 50 times would have been if they were programming in a high level language, that is Python, JavaScript, or something like that. But since I was writing in C, everything was everything that my code was doing was the were the things that it had to do, right? Yep, not like there was not a lot of overhead in trying to achieve something, right? So I only did what was necessary. Now in this, let's start from the starting. Right. I read the file. Yep, I read it into a buffer and I get a pointer to a structure called pair in a variable called answer, and then I print the answer. What is the structure called pair? It contains a start, an end, and a distance integer, right? And what does the give shortest buffer give shortest path function do? It creates a line. Yep, it reads the line and then it calls find command And I know for a fact that find command function is working amazingly. Right, but just in case, let's check what it does. Clang part1 dot out dot slash out. This is right. I'm printing much more than I want to. This, and yep. Wait, what is this? This is uh, this, and comment this out. Wait, okay, comment this out. Comment this out. Is there any other printf? No, that is cool. Let's see. Clang dot slash out. This is what it is doing, and it is perfectly amazing. It is cool, right? So the find command function is working fine. Now, the execute command function, what does that do? The what was the shortcut to go there? Yep, the execute command function. Oh, okay, shit. It does only like 5 lines of code. It takes in the hash for place I and the hash for place 2 and finds their gets their weight from the command itself and adds that to the grid. That is cool. That is absolutely cool. So the execute command is working fine. Now this, let me print this. This will print the grid itself, which is this, and it is okay. It is what I want. It is 129, 58, 13, 13. Yes, 24, 60, 71, 24, 60, 71, 69, 7, 67, and then for 1, 2, for 1, 2. Yep, 1, 4, 2. Yep. The grid is okay. Uh, After that, I I get a malloc some space to for a pair, and I put the distance of that pair equal to maximum distance possible. And then I am going through every possible node, right? I starts from 0, goes till the end, and j j starts from I plus 1 and goes till the last node, right? Yeah, that is correct. Now I malloc unsigned character visited, which is an array node count multiply by node count multiply by wait. Huh. Visited is cool. Yep. I do unsigned character array. Yep. And this is the size, the total size. Node count. Node count is 8. Ah, yep, I get eight blocks and which start from 0 till 7, the index for them, right? And then I am making it equal to initializing all of them to 0, right? Starting from 0 till the end and making the visited I and the start and the end equals 1. That is cool. And then I try to print the visited node here, which is okay. And then I do find shortest path starting from I and the end is J, and this is the list of the visited nodes, and do not go there. And the remaining nodes are total number of nodes minus 2, that is 6. Okay, that is cool, right? And this is the function which is messing stuff up. So when remaining node less than or equal to 2, right? If the remaining nodes is less than or equal to 2, I do, should I do it that, or should I say that when the remaining number of uh, wait, it might be happening because the end node, the because the end node is considered not visited, which might be messing stuff up at some point. The end node is not visited, right? End node is not visited. Visited is this, right? Count -2. I is visited, j is visited, right? Remaining is remaining. Yep, here I am counting the current node as visited, right? And then if remaining count is less than equal to 2, then I know that there is only one node in between. And second int sum equals 0, 0, and int middle node will be equal to, maybe this end case is what is messing stuff up. When I have two nodes remaining, when will I have two nodes remaining? Let's see, when will I have two nodes remaining? Let's say I have a couple of nodes, 1, 2, 3, that is too big writing, 4, 5, 6, and my starting node is 1, start is 1 and end is 2, right? So initially my visited, okay, let me change this to, I also have a 0 node, which is just there, right? Which is just there. So start 0 is not visited, 1 is visited, 2 is also visited, 3 is not visited, 4 is not visited, 5 is not visited, 6 is not visited. That is the first iteration. And in the second case, let's say I am at 2, not let's say, I literally am at node 2, and I can go to any number of nodes. So let's say I change, call the function again recursively to get the shortest path between 1 and 0. So when I do that, S0 will become the end node, right? And 2, let's call it, right? And then I will have 0 as 1. And yes, remaining count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 2, which is 5 in the first case. Then I will have 0 as visited, 1 as visited, 2 also as visited, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These are not visited, and the remaining count will become equal to 4. Then in the third recursive call, I will, let's say, find the shortest path between 1 and node 3. Right, node 3 becomes the end node, and here I will do 1, 2, 3. These are already visited, and the third node also becomes visited, and I have 4, 5, and 6 remaining as not visited and 0. Then I will have remaining nodes as remaining nodes 3, then 4. The fourth time I call this, let's say I call this function with 4 as the end node, and here it becomes 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1 for the fourth node also. And I have 2 not visited nodes and 2 as the remaining count. Yep. And if it is 2, then I have not reached the end case. There are still a couple of ways that I can reach the end case. Yeah. So I should make this uh, go call it one more time in this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, and the end case is only when remaining node is 1. Replace this with 1 or slash out, and the answer turns out to be 1207. Let's see if that is correct. If it is, then I should kill myself. Let's see. There, 207. That was all. That was it. That was fucking it. Fuck. Now, the next year, just to show off, Santa decides to take the route with the longest distance instead. He can still start and end at any two different locations he wants, and he still must visit each node exactly once. For example, for the given, wait, I did question number 10's part 2, but I did not create a new file that is called part 2 dot something, which is fine. Longest route. Okay, so this time I have to find the longest route. Part1.c, copy all of this, create a new file called part2.c, and paste all of this here. And I will change a few things. Yep, this is going to be okay. And yeah, first of all, I'll change the name of functions, shortest to longest, unchar, global place string, and node count. Yep, grid. And I can make this a little beautiful, but first, let me get give shortest. Nope, give longest path. Get hash find command. Find shortest path. Nope, find longest path. Remaining count. Yep, that all remains just like that. And here, shortest will be changed to longest, and in here this will be changed shortest to longest, and yep, yep, yep. Here this will not start at max, this will start at absolute fucking poverty at 0, and shortest will be changed by longest, and here if current distance is greater, oh yeah, if current distance is greater, then update the current distance, and here shortest becomes longest, and yep, this is cool. If remaining is less than 1, less than or equal to 1, then this is the path, yep, 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 and I copy visited, yep, and then I find shortest, nope, it is called longest now, yep, add the current sum to the grid, right, and if current sum is greater, then return that, add free, and yep, now lang part2.c into out dot slash out. Answer turns out to be -1, which is fuck, which is wrong, which is of course wrong. Part2.c. Let's see. Is it working for? Is it working for the test case. Let's see if it is working for the test case. It should 982, and the answer is 982 for the test case. So there is some problem with the other text, main text. What? Alright. Is there something that I should keep in mind in this case? Remaining count, yeah, yeah. All of it should work. Oh yeah, I am getting -1. What if I just add all of these? Still, it would not overflow. Right, it would not overflow. So what is messing up? I'm getting the correct table, right? And here I am checking. Wait. Yep. Small. Okay. Let me. Well, name does not have anything to do with it. Smallest will become to largest pair, and this also will become to largest pair, and this will become to largest, and largest pair, largest pair, largest pair, right? And this also will become largest pair, right? Now, I hope my screen is not stuck. It is not. Right. Now, find longest path. It takes in this when the remaining number of nodes is less than equal to 1. I do this, right? Do this thing, and smallest number, I want to change it to largest sum, and yep, largest sum starts with 0. Yep, that is cool. Smallest sum will be changed to largest sum, and here largest sum, and in the end I will return largest sum. It should work. And does it work? 804, is that correct? Let's see. 804. Might be wrong, I guess that is fucking correct. Okay, we did that. What was the problem in question number 7? Yeah, some stuff was not working in question number 7. We had wires and stuff. Yeah, let's go on to question number 11. Let's see how that works. It's only been less than an hour. It's been 15 minutes. Wait, why the heck do I have two of these up here? Because of that. Wait, wait. No. Why do I have two of these? Two of these screen captures. Ah, that is fine. Now this. This is my puzzle input. Okay. Santa's. We are doing day 11. Co or corporate policy. Santa's previous password expired and he needs help. He needs help choosing a new one. To help him remember his new password after the old one expires, Santa has devised a method of coming up with a password based on the previous one. Corporate policy dictates that passwords must be exactly eight lowercase letters for security reasons. So he finds his new passwords by incrementing his old password string repeatedly until it is valid. Incrementing, okay? Incrementing is just like counting with numbers with this, okay, so on, increasing the right rightmost letter one step. If it was Z, it wraps around to A and repeats with the next letter, okay, to the left until one doesn't wrap around. Unfortunately for Santa, a new security elf recently started, and he imposed some additional password requirements. Passwords must include one increasing string of at least three letters like A, B, C, B, C, D, C, D, E, and so on up to XYZ. They cannot skip letters. Okay, uh, at least three letters have to be continuously increasing, and don't skipping doesn't count. Passwords may not contain the letters I, O, or L, as these letters can be mistaken for other characters and are therefore confusing. Okay. Passwords must contain at least two different non-overlapping pairs of letters like AA, BB must contain at least two different non-overlapping pairs. Two different pairs, okay? That is also doable. Now, Hij Kliman meets the first requirement. This meets the first requirement because Hij, uh, yeah, Hij first requirement because it contains the straight Hij, but it fails. Wait, I'll have to wait for a minute. I'm back and we will now continue. Yes, so this string matches the first because it has three letters which are continuous requirement because it contains I and L. Okay, it fails because it contains I and L. It should not contain I, L, and O. This meets the third requirement that it contains BB and FF, two continuous strings, but fails the first one. And this contains BB, but okay, it fails the third requirement because it only has one double letter. The next password after this is this. The next password after this A B C D E F G H is A B C D F F A A. The next password after this is this because you eventually skip all the passwords that start with G H I. Yep, yep. Since I is not allowed. Given Santa's current password, your puzzle input, what should his next password be? Okay, that is cool. That is cool. I can do that. cd back git status git add current git commit message completed day 9 git push and make there day 11 cd day 11 and in here do part1.c and include stdio like normal main, and in here I will have char initial or char array will be called initial equals right, and I would like to repeatedly call my function on this thing. Right, I need to create a function, first a function which increments and then a function which validates a password. So a function that will return let's say uh, type def and unsigned char will be called uchar, and that is what my function will return. A uchar is valid, and it will take in a string pointer called s and do stuff with it. What are the rules? These are the rules. Okay, it has to be um, smaller small case, right? That much is understandable. 8 lowercase letters, and now password must include an increasing straight of at least 3 letters. Should I make this a separate function? No. For int I equals 0 and si does not equal to 0, that is null, and I plus plus, what will I do? Okay, for checking if at least 3 letters like A, B, C, D, E, and F, a series of 3 letters which are incrementing and have no gap in between. Okay, right, right. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. And I also must check for this A, A, B, B, Z, Z. Can I check all of these in one loop? Yeah, yeah. I can, yeah, check all of these in one loop if, freaking hell. No, I know that this is 8 lines long, 8 characters long, right? So I less than 8. Yep. If I less than, yeah. I'll be checking the first condition till I is less than, well, 7 is the last, so I will not be checking when I am currently at the last character. 6 is the second last, I will not be checking there. 5 till I is less than equal to 5. I will be checking for that. Now, if um si, right, so this has to be si plus 2 minus si minus si plus 1 equal to si plus 1 minus si, and this has to be equal to 1, equal to 1, right? And if this is the case, then return 0. If they do not match, then return 0. Now for the second condition, I can just say if si equals I or or si equals o, right, or si equals I, O, and L, then return 0. Now if I less than equal to 7, 6, then check for the third condition, which is overlapping. Yep, and I have to see like to integer number or u char doubles in the starting doubles will be equal to 0, and whenever I see a double I will increase doubles by 1, right? And if si equal to s, they cannot overlap. Yep, equal to si plus 1, right? Since they cannot overlap, yep, they cannot overlap. That is one thing, they cannot overlap. How do I fix the thing, the fact that they cannot overlap. And increase doubles by 1, and in the end, if doubles less than 2, if it is 1 or something, then return false. Not false, what the heck is false? Then ah, I can do this. Um, define true as 1 and define false as 0. Right. So instead of returning 0, here I can do return false, and here also return false, and here also return false, and here return true. Right. Now the overlapping part. How do I fix that? Because this will overlap. If I get A, then this will increase the thing by 2. So what do I want to do? Whenever I see a match, then I do not want to do something with it. So let's see. I will use a unchar that will be equal to last match equals 9. Just any arbitrary value. It will never need reach 9, or it will never reach 8. And if I less than equal to 6 and I does not equal to last match, only do this, then right, right, and after increase the double, right, right, and if I find a double, then last match equals I plus 1. Right. Yeah, this should work. This should work. Yep, this seems like correct, and it seems like this would return what I wanted to return. Let's check this thing on a bunch of strings. Char pointer, uh, string 1 equals, what are the strings given to us? This one. This one should return false, and char pointer string 2 equals this. This one should return true. Yep. And let's see. Printf %d string 1 this %d backslash new line comma call is valid on string 1, and printf string 2 %d backslash n is valid, call it on string 2. Now declare is valid here. Uchar is valid at taking char pointer. Oh, yep. Clang part not 2 but part 1 /out /out, and both of them are invalid. That is wrong. ABC, that should do the trick. And yep, that should actually do the trick. Less than equal to 6. Yep. And I does not equal to last match. I literally does not equal to last. And And if I find a match, I put last match equals I plus 1. Yep, yep, last match equals I plus 1. Yep, yep. So which one is returning false? If si equals io or is there any io? Nope. So that one should not be returning false. And if equal to 1, I guess this part is messing up. If these are equal and wait, I can check if this is not equal. If if this is not equal, yeah, if the difference is not equal, or yeah, their difference could be equal, or just one of their difference doesn't equal to 1, right? This maybe should do something. No, that does not do anything. Right. So what if si equals any of I, O, or L, that then return false. If difference does not match, or if it is not equal to 1, then return false. Yep. And I guess the problem is in this case doubles increase doubles by 1 if si equals si plus 1. That should work. And I is not equal to last match. Well. Let me print doubles. Printf doubles present and the new line and doubles client out. It is not even printing doubles. Wait, is it not even calling the function? I am returning true and returning stuff is valid, is doing stuff. Yep, I did printf doubles. It did not reach the end. Okay, it messed up in between. It returned false from either here or either here. Okay, let's see. Printf %d \new. I want to print I. Let's see till how much iteration does it actually go. It goes for 0 and 1 for string 1 and 0, 1, 2 for string 2. Okay, let's see. For string 1 it goes for 0, 1, 0 and 1, and I do not know which one exited the loop. Okay, let me do printf past continuity. Wait. Okay, I have to go till the end, and yeah, shit, I'm so fucking stupid. If this equals and not or but and this equal and this equals, then do each are continuous 3 char equal false, and if this is true then continuous 3 stars equal true, right? And if I see any of these, and then I just quit, and I just quit. That is cool. I just quit. I check this. If double is less than 2, return false, or continuous char equal false. Then I return false. Let's see. I think that should work. Yep, that does work. Now, so I have a function which can tell me if a given string is valid password or not. Right. I can take that much as given now. Now, moving forward, I need to find a function which will increment smartly. I do not want to just increment by 1. If, yeah, I do not want to just increment by 1. So, if I find any of the characters which should absolutely not be there, then like this, or this, I will increment that specific character by 1 and go through the string again. Yeah, I will just increment that specific character by 1. U char and increment. It will take in a char pointer s, and uh, for I, first of all, it will check if there is a non-valid string, and then it will increment that specific string I plus plus. Right, if si equals I, or si equals io, or si equals l, if that is, then do si plus plus and just return. This function will return void nothing. It will just increment the string. Right, if that is, then do that. Then otherwise, for int I equals 7, I greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, then starting from the left, I'll just increase the thing. If s I equals less than z, if si is less than z, right, I only want to go more left if, yeah, I can break it if si is less than z. So si plus plus, si plus plus, and return. Otherwise, else do si, that is, it is z, then make it equal to a, and equality, oh, make it, otherwise make it equal to a, and the loop will continue going leftwards until there is no z. I think that should increment. And let me see, char pointer string equals which one? This one was increased by a margin. I was changed to j directly. Let's see, will I get that thing? Print percent string with a new line character, and print ah, string itself, but after it has gone through the increment function. Go above, paste, and see increment string. Let's see, that should work. And yep, J was changed to K. G H J J K L M N. Yeah, G H J J J K L M N. Yep, that is cool. And part1 dot C. Now I have my initial string. I will keep changing it until I find a valid string, and then at the end I will print the valid string. Your puzzle input is this. What should be his next password? Okay. While true, if what will is valid, return. Why is it returning unchar? Okay, yeah. If is valid, what is valid? If initial is valid, then break, and after break I will printf %s backslash new line and printing print initial, and if it is not valid then increment initial and find what is actually valid. Is that cool? I think that should work. I think that okay, that seems to be valid. That seems to be wrong. That could be wrong. That is the right answer. Fucking hell. Okay, I'm getting better at this, but I should not. Okay, Santa's password expired again. What's the next one? Okay, the next password after this. Yeah, I can just increment before and then check. Oh, wait, no, 2.c, no, no, part1.c, right? I will change this to this, right, and increment and then check if it is valid or not. Clang dot slash out. Okay, this one seems to be the next correct password. Let's see. That would be wrong. Yep, that is correct. And I can go back to my advent calendar. Fucking hell, I'm crushing this. Let's see, I have more than an hour. So let's try to do this one. Shit, JSON. Do I have to create a JSON parser for this? Santa. Now we are on detail, and let me git push, git add current, and git commit message. Completed day 11, right? And git push. Let's see. Send and day 12. JS abacus framework.io input output or Indian Ocean, British Indian Ocean territory near Madagascar. Santa's accounting elves need help balancing the books after a recent order. Unfortunately, their accounting software uses a peculiar storage format. That's where you come in. They have a JSON document which contains a variety of things, arrays like this, objects like these, numbers, and strings. Your first object is to simplify all the numbers throughout the document and add them together. For example, this is 1, 2, 3, and this both have a sum of 6. 2 plus 4 and 1 plus 2 plus 3 have a sum, and 3 is a sum, and 4 minus 1 both have a sum of 3. Alright, this is 0 and this is 0, and this both have a sum of 0. You will not encounter any strings containing numbers. Okay, what is the sum of all the numbers in the document? Yeah, first part seems to be pretty easy, but I'm thinking about how the next part would be. And before that, let me just go to the washroom for a minute or two or maybe three. I'll be right back. I am back and let me drink some water so that I can go to the washroom again. Yep. This I have to create a parser. A command C copy paste and now make there day 12 cd day 12 n part 1 dot c and we split text.txt paste the text, save it. Wait, that is a single continuous line, it seems. Okay, that is a single continuous line. Okay, I have saved that and let me move it to the right a bit. Or I can just close it maybe. Move it to the right and include, yep, stdio.h and main a file pointer called file equals f open, which are the name of the file text.txt and reopen it in read mode and then find the length by f seek in file with an offset 0 and seek at end right and then end length equals end length equals f tell for the file pointer and then uh, rewind the file, right, and then char pointer buffer equals char pointer malloc length plus 1 and then read into the buffer, spelling of read is wrong, read into the buffer and size of one chunk is 1 and how much do you want to read length and from where, from file, right. After reading I will call my function which finds the answer and then at the end I will free the buffer and f close the file descriptor, right, and do this, right, and in the end uh, integer is written find sum, will take in the char pointer s and do its thing, right, sum int sum equals 0, return sum for copy this, go up, paste and call the sum function here, int sum equals find sum on buffer and then printf sum is %d new line sum, yep, that is cool, and then yep, int for int I equals 0, I less than, nope, si doesn't equal to 0 and I plus plus and 0 there means null character. What do I want to do? Yep, char pointer, char number. How long a number can be? 10 digits? That is too long. But still, yeah, that is cool. It will be initialized. Yep, it will be just initialized like that, and I'll do end index equal is index will start at 0, right? If si equal to a number or a negative sign, if si equal to or greater than equal to 0 if it is greater than equal to 0, that, and si less than equal to less than equal to 9. This thing, put that, all of that in one condition, and put the remaining this, or if this, or si equals to minus sign, right? If that is the case, then do num index plus plus equals si, or else now the thing comes, I have to convert that into a number and add it to a sum, atoi. Well, I can call the library build function atoi, call it with my num, and then do index. You guys might have noticed a mistake that I made just now, which is to put the null character at the end. Num index equals 0. Right, and in the end, return the sum. Was that all the code that it took? Clang part1 dot out dot slash out. Okay, is that actually the answer? That is pretty simple. 111754. 1754. Is that the answer? I think not. Fucking hell, that was too simple. And it just took how much? A few lines of code. Part 2 is going to be fucked up. Oh, the accounting elves have realized that they double counted everything red. They double counted everything red. Ignore any objects and all of its children, which has any property with the value red. Do this for objects, not arrays. This is still some of this, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, because the middle object is ignored. Middle object, this thing is ignored. Do this for objects, okay. Ignore any objects or all of its children. Any, the whole object and all of its children which contain any property with the value red. Okay, okay. So in this case, this whole fucking thing will be ignored. Now has a sum of this because the entire structure is ignored. This has a sum of 6 uh, because in arrays it has no effect. Fuck it. Okay, I got this. How do I do that? How do I do that? Okay, I will be looking for the opening braces, and after that, if I see red anywhere after the opening braces, I will skip till I see a closing brace, and then I will continue counting. That seems to me to be the way to go with this. Part2.c, right, and 24, yep, and find sum. Now, and ignore red equal, it will start at false, and let me define false here for people who don't know. Define false as 0 and define true as 1. Now, okay, remove this false is 0. Right, if this is this, else, okay, and do not count this if or it is -1. Yep. This whole thing has to be true. And ignore red has to be true. Well, I didn't have to write compare it with true, which is like if it is true, then it is 1, and 1 is considered true. Hmm. Wait, ignore red, true. Okay, ignore red equal 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 false. That is, I'm not ignoring. Yep, ignore red has to be false. Right, and how do I check for ignore red? Yep. If uh 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 uh, uh wait, else if I will add another else if si equal to an opening curly brace, then what I will do in object equal true, right? And let's say and in object will be initially fuck shit yeah, in object will initially be equal to false. Then here I'll make in object equals true. Else if si equals that the closing brace, then I will make, yeah, there are some mistakes. I also have to check if I am inside a red thing, and that is the only time that I will close the object. Right, this is end bracket, and ignore red and ignore red. Yep. Then do this and ignore red equal false. Not equal, that is stupid. Yep. Else if I need to check for red, I need to check for red if there is red in there. Red is written. Yeah, I can look backwards. Yep. If shit, and if I greater than 0 and 2 or equal to 2. Yep. If I greater than 2, right? That is one condition. I greater has to be greater than 2, and if si minus 2 equals r, and wait, I can remove the parentheses, these stupid parentheses, like that. And if si minus 1 equals e, and si equals d, that is I see red. If I see red, then and I have to be inside an object, right? Inside an object. But if I am inside an array, that cancels out. Fucking hell, yes. Oh, fuck. What if I see numbers before and the red comes afterwards? Ah, shit. Gosh, gosh. Okay, for fucking hell, fucking hell. For every object, fucking hell, I have to go through the whole object and see if there is no red there. And if there is no red inside that object, only then do I count the numbers inside. Right, right, yeah. If there are no objects, only then, if there is no property named red, only then do I count the numbers. Well, that is the whole case of the question. Mhm. So it is something like this, right? This, I do not count red. Okay. Hmm. And for myself, I have a big ass object like this. Right. Mm-hmm. 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 Wait, today I did day number 9, then 10, then 11, and now I'm at day 12. Ah, shit, I did 3 errand of code problems, which is crazy. Now, red. This should be, yeah, of course it is doable. How do I do it? Uh, I will store the contents of an object inside a thing. Inside a thing, I will create another buffer. Yep, which will contain the contents of an object, and if it is okay, then I will send that buffer into some function which does some stuff. Right, I can just wait before deleting it. I have to change this a bit and give in the length, right, and change this to take in another integer and change this to take an integer length, right, and inside, nope, yep, sum will be equal to 0 and num, nope, I can actually remove all of this, put it in another function which will return an integer, find or like some object. It will take in char pointer s and return the sum of the object. Sum and sum equals 0. Right, it will have number, ignore that. Yep. Don't think about any of that. Find, yep, remove all of that. Right, yep, remove that. And remove all of these conditions, checkings and stuff, and in the end return sum. Yep, this will just simply return the sum of an object, right? Some object. Now here I will malloc and get some stuff. Char pointer object equals char pointer malloc length plus 1 or length plus 1, right? And so should I check if object uh, equal 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 no, then printf not enough space, not enough space, delete the font, right? And here if I do get some space, then what do I do? If there is enough space, I got something, then Yeah, how do I, how do I say goodbye? Nope, nope, nope. I have to keep track of the odds. Right, right, right. Maybe I don't even need this. Wait, yeah. Instead of saying go till there, let me say I will take a link so that I know how much further I have to go. S will I less than length. Right, let me declare it. Right, it will take in the length, and in that case I will not need this, and I will do this, and I will have to have an array which will keep track of the starting braces for a stack of sorts, which will keep track of the index of the starting brace in the string that I am traversing. So it will be an integer array called object start index. It will be an array of size. So do I have to guess how many objects there are going to be? This will refer to the deepness of an object. I don't think there will be an object inside an object inside an object 100 times, right? Because I will also be popping stuff. So an index stack top starts at 0 for int I equals 0, I less than length I plus plus, right, I plus plus if si equals an opening brace. If it is an opening brace, then to object start index bracket stack top plus plus equals I, right? And is there any other thing? Nope. Is there any other thing that I need to keep in mind? Nope. Yes, I also have to keep in mind arrays, right? If I am inside an array, if I'm inside an array and I encounter a red, I will not count that red. Do I need to keep track of the opening and closing braces for an array? If I am inside an array and inside that array I have a property. Yep. So okay. Int in array equals, it will start at false, and I'll see if I encounter this, then I will do in array equals false. Else if si equals starting this like this, and if it is equals to this, yep, then I'll do in array equals true, that is I am in, not equals, that is stupid. If I am inside an array, then I will make in array equals true, and if si equals closing braces, then whatever the case was before, I am outside an array. In array equals not equals false, right? And now else if si equals a closing braces for an object. In that case, I don't care about in array. I only care about object starting index. What do I do with that? I will do stack top minus minus. I have essentially removed the top of the stack, and I have to be outside an array. If I encounter a closing bracket, can I encounter a closing bracket before starting before seeing an yeah. Mhm. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good. Else, yep. And also one thing, one more. Well, here is where the magic goes, right? And this is the main thing. In array, if int has red equals false at the start, int has red equals false at the start, stack top mm, minus one minus minus. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now sum plus equals some object. The starting is get the address of the last opening. Yes, and and if not, wait, fucking hell. Okay, wait. Fuck, fuck, fuck. This will count things more than once, which is stupid. It should not happen. Yep, yep, yep. It should not happen. It will count the same thing more than once. No, 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 nope, nope, nope. I can't. After counting it, I can make all of it equal to zero. The whole thing equals to zero. And yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. I will be counting the integers in smaller objects, and after counting it, I will make that object, the characters of that object disappear. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would be easy work. You can make the objects or that thing disappear. That would be easy work. Yes, so yeah, what I do, I'll decrease the top of the stack, right? I've reached the end of an object. I will decrease the top of the stack by one, and 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 what is the start of the stack? Start index is object start index bracket stack top, right? And end is just I, and end index is just I. What do I want? I first of all want to sum end index is just I, right? Some object give in the address for s at the start index, and the length is equal to end index minus the start index. Right? Is that correct? Yep. Now for int j equals start, yeah, and j less than end index j plus plus, what do I do? what do? I do Sj equals 0. Start index Sj equals 0 and stuff. Okay, does that make sense? For int I, yeah, I'm overwriting the object after that, after getting the sum. Right. Yes, I have not done anything to check for a red. A red. When do I check for red? Has red. Right. And yeah, I do this part if has red equal false. Only then do I do all of this part. Right. And else if I greater than 2 and si minus 2 equals r and si minus 1 equals e and si equals d. If I find a red and I'm not in an array and I'm not in an array and in array equals false, then I'll do has red equals true. What? Fucking hell. So if I find this, then I will send in the array no matter what. Fuck out. It doesn't matter if I see a array inside an object and the red is inside the array, I will count that. So fucking hell. But if that array contains an object which contains a property named red, then I will not count that object. I will only count that array. And that is done in array in object. That is okay. In array false, in array right, in array true. Where the fuck am I even checking in array? In array false here. Wait, what? I am never checking in array yep, here. If I'm not in array, I will do this. Only then do I do this. Okay. Alright. If I am inside an array, hmm, let's see how this one does. Dot slash out. With that, I do get something, which is exactly the same as it was the last time. Oh, because I did part 2, right? So line part 2 dot c send the output to dot slash out. Run it, and the sum is 0. Which is just fucking crazy. Okay, the sum turns out to be y0. It starts at 0, and yes, I am some objects. Let's see, am I getting nothing? Printf some percent d some. Am I ever going in there? Dot slash out. Oh yeah, that condition never becomes true. Fuck yeah. This condition never becomes true. That is, has red equals false. Okay, and the closing part, at closing, whatever I am closing, I will do has red equals false, and I'll do the same when closing this. If I had wings, fuck it. Like, no, right? Wait, what? Why am I playing part 2 and send the output to dot slash? Why abort? What? As red becomes false, as red becomes false. Yep. Why me aborting? Hey, not here. But do this like after this. After out. Why the fuck am I doing abort? Why is it aborting? Yeah. Right. That is 4, and in the second last case, the answer is 0. I will not count the array, it seems. Okay, I will not count the array. Right. Is it? Well, it will not be 0, I guess. I will not count the array. So, wait. I will not count the array. So, okay, I will not count the array. I will not count the array. I will count nothing inside an object which contains red. Alright. In array, it does not make has red false. If there is red, then there is motherfucking red. And if I greater than 0, I check for red. If this is red, and in array is false. In array is false. If the red is inside an array, I do not count the red. Yep, that is what we agreed to. And if I see this, I make it true. If I see this, I make it false. And if I see this, I make in array false. Yeah. And if I see this, I make stack top equals plus plus I equal to I. Right. Here at the end, I remove whatever was at the top of the stack. Right, and I do has red equals false. That is just fucking crazy. That is just fucking crazy. Has red equals false. I do has red equals false. If it if I encounter this, I do this, and if it has red equals false, then I do all of this, and if it is in array is false, right? has read becomes false after every this. Nope, it cannot become false after every ending. I see. It will only become false. Fucking hell. It will only become false when I am exiting the object which contained the property read. Let's well, first let me check this thing. Fucking hell, it is still aborting. Why is that? I am making has read equals false, which is not crazy, which is actually crazy because it is wrong. I cannot make has read equals false after every or closing curly bracket. I can only make it false when I can only make it false when should I lost my line of thinking? No, it is right here. I can only make it false when I am exiting an object whose property has read. Right. How do I know which object had has read? Fucking hell, this will mess stuff up. Yep, this will mess the stuff up. This is shit. Hmm. I guess I will do this later or maybe never on a stream. And for now, this will be the end of the stream. I've been coding for 2 hours, which is good. Not great, but and it is good. And yeah, I will be thinking about this. I will be thinking about this. This will take time. I will be thinking about it, and maybe I will stream tomorrow about how do I do this, or I will start a new series on this. Yeah, I guess I will probably start a new series in C language in which I will be creating a server in C which lets people create rooms and join them and exit them and chat in the room, which is crazy, which is just okay. Yeah, yeah. So there will be two parts to that program. First, the backend, which will handle the incoming requests, the backend, and second, the front end, which will be terminal based and through which you can talk or communicate to the backend, which will, I guess, I will deploy somewhere so that you can use, people can talk, and I don't know how long it will take, but that is what I will be trying to do. And that is it for today. And I will not be streaming because I have my exam. I have an exam in college. This is it.